lazima abuniwe tume. Oh. Sheria. Mwananchi, tabia zako ziko chini, unapenda kulipa hongo na kutumia njia za uongo, una mipango na hata watoto wa kando, haujui hata majina yao. Kura yako uliuza maini figo, ukakulia hadi dini, kisha wasema tukuthamini, na wewe hapo hauaminiki, na wewe hapo haupangiki.
Wapi kidero when you need to slap somebody? Complain ufisadi kwani ulidhani t-shirt 50 bob leso siku ya campaign ilikuwa free? Ni 5 alone in the Twitter wa hashtag hii. I'm a hash reality doesn't make a good TT. Commission of inquiry wanakula commission bila kutupa ukweli. Ni kubaya baka kukiwa kuzuri unashindwa nini mbaya. Machozi ya perpetrator ineza dilute damu ya victim ilimwagika. After all is said and done, all will be said, nothing will be done. You're not my tribe, but you're my blood type. Like it doesn't have to take tragedy to know that.
Sheria.
Well, good evening to you. How are you doing? Monday is here. It's the first Monday of the month. I hope you've had a good start to the month and you've been paid. Manze, kulipo ni kitu ya muhimu sana na usisahau landlord because hautalala nje. I hope you're having a good day and man, the heat. Guys, I don't know what you're going to do about the heat that we're experiencing in Nairobi, but it's just crazy. It's crazy. And like I always say, I really feel sad for the person who's sitting in the city hopper on the side of the sun and you're going up Valley Road and that traffic never moves. Anze pole sana, weka hizo earphones. We're going to give you some good music and we have some good stories for you lined up for this show between now and 6 p.m. But of course, as usual, let me first start by thanking you for joining us on this show. This is Sheria Dive with me, James WaNjeri. And on this show, we talk legal matters. In case this is your first time joining us on the show, let us know in the comment section. We are live on YouTube and we're also live on Twitter X. Yeah, Twitter/X. Tuko live huko. So just give us your thoughts there. And of course, if you'd like to reach out to us and give your thoughts and feedback perhaps on the conversation we're having today, you can do that on the socials at Power Radio at James WaNjeri. And we're going to be looking out for that so that we can get back to you. But of course, Kenya, hey, this country is an interesting country. This morning, there was a story in the papers, and the Auditor General has presented a report to Parliament. And of course, the Auditor General is an independent office created under the Constitution of Kenya. And the purpose of this office is to audit government and to state, hey, where is the money going? Who is spending it? Is it being well spent? And all that. So today, The Auditor General has reported on the Social Health Insurance System, the SHA system, okay? Now, this system is worth 104 billion shillings, but the following feedback is going to shock you. Now, according to the Auditor General, the control of the SHA system rests with a private consortium, not the government. The government of Kenya does not own the Social Health Authority system, okay? Now, this consortium of private individuals owns the system, the components, and the intellectual property. Only the physical infrastructure is to be handed over to the government. Now, in addition to this, the consortium collects 2.5% from every member contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand what's happening here. Every contribution you make, there's someone who's making 2.5% from that. Then, whenever a health facility makes a claim, the consortium makes 5% for every claim made by a health facility, and they also make 1.5% for track and trace services. Okay? Now, the government and this private consortium are going to get an escrow agent who will collect 111 billion shillings in 10 years. Okay? Now, here is a clinker or the clincher. The contract is linked to Indian firm Adani Holdings, with private individuals expected to make about 11 billion shillings per year. And it gets worse because the government is prohibited from developing any competing system, essentially locking independency on the consortium. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 billion shillings a year, just money being made because of giving this system for use to the Kenyan government. Now, ladies and gentlemen, NHIF was a system that was owned by the government, and whoo, guys, Kenya, that's Kenya for you. And that has been the shocker that has come in today. And of course, you'll remember, those of us who were able to get a hold of yesterday's newspaper, over 1 trillion shillings has been withdrawn from government accounts in Treasury through a manual system. They did not use the digital system, so it's been hard to track where the money is being taken. 1 trillion shillings. Just a reminder that the budget this year is expected to be about 4.5 trillion shillings. Well, SHA is not working. It's not working. And you'll find very few people who are going to tell you it's working. But now, the reality that is being brought to us by the Auditor General is that we don't even own that system. We're going to be paying people 11 billion Kenya shillings every year to use the system. And Kenya cannot set up a competing system. The government cannot set up a competing system to SHA. Let's get some music.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
When a good girl gone bad, so tell me why you do me so. Baby, me not gonna let you go. Girl, me not gonna let you go. So tell me why you do me so. Tell me why you do me so. Girl, me not gonna let you go. Tell me not gonna let you go. Me spend all me money, spend all me cash. Call you me honey, but you threw me pon trash. And you think say me gon' leave you like that? No way. Why you do me like that, yeah? Girl, I'm waiting on you, even if them hating on you. But me never send them go. In my life, I've never seen melanin so dark. You're a queen of the dance floor, night socialite when I rubbish scene, baby. Would you put me in your diary? In my life, I've never seen melanin so dark. You're a queen of the dance floor, night socialite when I rubbish scene, baby. Would you put me in your diary? She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date her. She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date her. So tell me why you do me so. So tell me why you do me so. Baby, me never let you go. I think I saw you in a magazine, or maybe on TV. Lakini up close when you queen, you're a queen. And if you know me well, you know I don't kiss and tell, but I want you to myself, baby. In my life, yo, me never seen melanin so dark. You're the queen of the dance floor night. Special light on the legacy, baby. Won't you put me in your diary? In my life, yo, me never seen melanin so dark. You're the queen of the dance floor night. Special light on the legacy, baby. Won't you put me in your diary? She's a heartbreak. Oh, yeah. She bend over back break. Steaming hot water veil. I wanna date her. She's a heartbreaker. She bend over back breaker. Steaming hot water veil. I wanna date her. So tell me why you do me so. So tell me why you do me so. Baby, me not gonna let you go. Yeah, me not gonna let you go. So tell me why you do me so. Tell me why you do me so. Charlie, me not gonna let you go. Tell me not gonna let you go. In my life, I never seen melanin body shaking like a tambourine all night. In a me head, you are the melody, baby. In a me head, you are the melody. In my life, I never seen melanin so dark. You're the queen of the dance floor night. Such a light, one Nairobi scene, baby. Won't you put me in your diary? Heartbreaker, she bend over backbreaker, steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date ya, yeah. She's a heartbreaker, she bend over backbreaker, steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date ya, yeah, yeah.
And of course, that's Melanin by Studies All Together with Pato Ranking. And today's set, actually, Flozy and I have decided we're going to be playing some of the most fire collabos Kenyan artists have had with international artists. As we always say in this show, we play all Kenyan all the time. So today is that day for collabos. And why are you talking about collabos? Well, because this week we're going to be having the People's Dialogue Festival. And I'm going to be talking about this in a short while. But I'm not done shocking you. I don't know kama hiyo story ya Sha imewashtua enough. But the question, ladies and gentlemen, we must always ask ourselves is, Kenya has always suffered from bad contracts from the days of Goldenberg. Okay, let's talk about Goldenberg. This is happening in the 90s, where someone is given a contract to export gold from Kenya to the world, and then they get a cut from all the exports that are made. And then the reality is no gold is being exported, but he's still getting his cut. That was basically the Goldenberg scandal. And of course, after that, more scandals come where you just find Kenyan. It's like the government of Kenya just likes to sign shady deals. Anglo leasing as well. You sign the deal, nothing is ever delivered, but still you have to honor those contracts and pay people. It's like the Kenyan government is a cow and everyone is milking that cow. I think the news by the Auditor General should really shock us as a country that we have a health system, okay, that is holding private data of Kenyan citizens, but it is owned by private individuals, some of whom are not even citizens of this country, all right? So there's questions about sovereignty to be had there. For every contribution you make, they get 2.5%. And when the hospital goes to say, I cheated this person, here is my claim, they make 5%. And then you can never set up a competing infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, now the reality, according to the Auditor General, is that we're going to be having the architects of the SHA system making about 11 billion shillings every single year, just based on those commissions. What can 11 billion do for us as a country? You also need to remember that just recently, USAID has suspended, their support for services in Kenya. And now, I came across online someone saying that patients, HIV patients who need to get ARVs and ARVs were being supplied for free because of USAID. They're now being required to pay for those ARVs. So on one hand, SHA is not working, but it's definitely working for someone somewhere. And it's only a question of how long until we actually realize the scandal that this thing is. How did we get ourselves into this position. And also, you need to remember that the president the other day, during the cancelling of the airport deal, said, we are suspending all Adani deals. Well, this one was never suspended. Ladies and gentlemen, why is this relevant? Because as we get into the People's Dialogue Festival, we always say that there is no democracy without dialogue. And what is dialogue? Dialogue is a ability, okay? Dialogue is a coming together of people to talk about things, to share ideas on common issues and to find solutions to them. And there is no democracy without dialogue. And if you thought that an election is what defines democracy, apana. That is just the first step. So this week from the 5th of March, which is, I believe, Wednesday, we're going to be having the People's Dialogue Festival. And I'm just going to be touching on some of these things that you can expect if you attend that. And of course, it's free entry. It's going to be happening at the Uhuru Park from the 5th all the way to Saturday, right? So we're going to be there. We're going to be having some of the shows taking part there, Power Radio. But of course, it's an opportunity for you as well to be able to interact with government agencies, political groupings, just with the idea to answer the question, how do we better our democracy? And perhaps nothing is giving us a better opportunity than this story for sure. Because, hey, there's a need for a dialogue here. Because, kunaendaje manze? What's happening? What is going on? Are you happy about this? Are you happy to hear that someone who's processing your private data is not even sensitive private data? They're not even citizens of this country. 11 billion, my God, that's a lot of money. Hey, hizi numbers tunashinda tu tukizirusha here and there. And I'm always reminded, you remember when we had the Mandamano and Kenyans raised over 30 million just to treat the victims of police brutality. Imagine 30 million was enough to treat all those people, to compensate some of them. Some of them were given 450K. And that money was properly accounted for. So when you talk about billions, do you actually understand the magnitude of that? And even as we talk about this, remember, COVID billionaires, no COVID billionaires behind bars today, 5 years later, for the things that happened during that pandemic period. Hey, let's dialogue, guys. Let's dialogue.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Take it low, break it down now. Roll it up in the beat. It's been a while, you've been around now. But you were turning up in the beat. Oh yeah, I've been waiting on you all day. Thinking about your body all day. Trying to get your body today. Baby, no do me ba-da-da. You got me all alone and ta-da-da. Now I'm looking for love and caliber. I thought I was the one you met over. You know me, what don't China love? I need a special kind of love. Original designer love. If you got it, baby, holla, holla, holla. You know me, what don't China love? I need a special kind of love. Original designer love. If you got it, baby, holla, holla, holla. Don't China love. Don't China love. Don't China love. Don't China love.
Love it up, baby. Rough it up, take it easy. Let me down, mislead me. Touch me, please me. Cause you know you love it when me put it on. Make it permanent just like a tattoo. From the kitchen to the bed or to the bathroom. Be the teacher, let me show you the class. It's all of this love is just a simple reminder. Cause I know what you like, cause I know what you like, girl. You don't wanna love people come like fine China. Yeah, I know what you like, yeah, I know what you like, girl.
China love. I need a special kind of love. Original designer love. If you got it, baby, holla, holla, holla. Know me, what don't China love? I need a special kind of love. Original designer love. If you got it, baby, holla, holla.
Go. That's Victoria Kimani together with our city, of course, and that song is called China Love. Victoria Kimani is not, I don't think she's very big here at home, but in Nigeria, oh my God, she's blown up overseas, and it's always good to see Kenyan artists who are able to, do big things abroad, because manze. Now, ladies and gentlemen, talking about the People's Dialogue Festival, and the reason we started the conversation talking about SHA is because we need to be able to ask questions about SHA and why is the contract the way it is? Okay, why don't we own it? How long will this contract be for? How is our data being used? And I think one of the challenges that we've had for a long time in Kenya is that we have a breed of leadership that thinks that when people ask questions, they're just being problematic. Okay, which is why it seems like Kenya's governance model is to co-opt as many people as possible, co-opt as many noisemakers as possible. And this is a thing that I actually observe everywhere. Even in school, you'll always remember that they usually say the people who ask questions, they then tell you, okay, kuja uingie kwa hiyo committee or come and join this thing. And the idea is you've simply taken that person and brought them in. You've now put them in a situation where they cannot voice anything because, in essence, there'd be a conflict of interest, isn't it? That seems to be a very Kenyan way of dealing with things, that, hey, that person is making a lot of noise, so let's bring them in, and then they can come and make noise from the inside. And the reality is there's rarely any noise that is being made from the inside, because if everyone is at the table, if everyone is at the dinner table, who is going to make noise? So Kenya, I don't know why our leadership is always against this idea of people asking questions, and there can't be dialogue without questions. And now, the People's Dialogue Festival that's going to be happening this week, the number one thing is people, right? You don't have Kenya without Kenyans. Otherwise, this would just be a jungle with elephants going around and lions roaming, right? You cannot have Kenya without Kenyans. And so people are at the heart of the People's Dialogue Festival. And the idea here is that we want to have citizens from all walks of life and leaders voluntarily meeting on level terms. Like, the People's Dialogue Festival is an opportunity for citizens and their leaders and every stakeholder to come to a place where we are all equal and we can actually have dialogue on things that matter to us. Governance reforms. Because, ladies and gentlemen, tell me why we are dumping garbage outside a building simply because we have a dispute with you. Like, how can a government truck go and dump garbage or sewage, outside of someone else's premises simply because we have a dispute? That's a governance issue. And we've got to be able to sit down and have a conversation like, at what point have we decided that this is an acceptable response? Okay? Socioeconomic issues. I think I was reading, I think one of the papers today was talking about how Kenyans, because of the tough economic conditions that we have now, more people are actually foregoing meals. The standard is that you should have 3 meals a day, unless you're a follower of Amerix who says you need to only eat 1 meal. And it's okay to eat 1 meal a day if that is what you feel like doing. But if we are all being forced to eat 1 meal a day, you know what that is? That is tyranny. But now, the reality is that there are socio-economic factors, okay? I came across a post by someone saying that the north of Nairobi, there is no sewer system, and that's why cleaning Nairobi River has become such a big issue, because where we take in the sewage, we have to dump it into the river. That has been the response by people. Of course, it's the wrong thing to do, but perhaps it's an opportunity for us to dialogue and ask ourselves, hey, how do we actually fix this? You cannot solve people's problems without bringing them to the table and allowing them and giving them an opportunity to actually voice those things. But the other thing as well is that the purpose of this dialogue is to safeguard democratic gains. If there's anything we've realized, even looking at last year and the government's heavy-handed response to we had the protest last year, we had the demos on the finance bill. The reality is, if you do not safeguard democratic gains, it's very easy to lose them. The same way we say that there are leaders who are able to transform a country within one lifetime. There are also leaders who are able to completely dismantle a country within the same lifetime. So part of the discussion on the table is, how do we safeguard our democratic gains as a country? So one of the things that has happened is the People's Dialogue Festival has over the years attracted tens of thousands of participants. And last year we were there. I remember it was a fantastic time just getting to mingle with people and just to hear people's thoughts and feelings on different things. And it has seen elected leaders, national and county government officials, political parties, civil society organizations, professional associations, private sector, academia, trade unions, media, women's rights organizations, youth-led and youth-serving organizations, community-based organizations, international democracy support organizations, and representatives of diplomatic missions participating in the People's Dialogue Festival. So basically what you're saying is that the PDF is for everybody. Everybody needs to come. You come and participate. And remember, this is happening at the Uhuru Park beginning on the 5th of this month, which is Wednesday. Today is Monday, right? So in about 2 days, this event is going to be happening at Uhuru Park. So we started with P, which is for people. Now we're going to be going to the D, which is very, very important. So. But as we said, today's show, we're looking at some of Kenya's hottest collabos. I don't know what Fluzzy is going to play next, so you're being surprised just the same way I'm being surprised. So here is a collabo, and of course we're celebrating Kenya's talent and the ability of our artists to cross borders and to take our culture, our identity, and our sound international. Let's go.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
It's an African one. Beats by Amazon. Yeah, me I like it. Something so. This my African hands, them gon' love you. Yeah. My African lips, them gon' kiss you. Whoa. My African hips get down for you. Whoa. My African legs, them gon' run to you. Whether you come here to break dance, I bet you come here to shake hands. You come here to make plans. Never would it reach as motherland. Whether you come here to rock West, yo, I be not to find good, yo. Everything they yo, ever would it reach as motherland. Anywhere you go, London, USA, nowhere be like Africa, nowhere be like home. Anywhere you go, New York, Chicago, nowhere be like Africa, nowhere be like home. Biko eru ya wayo, wayaga, karibu kiti, utapewa nini? Ayayaya, weru ya wayo, wayaga, karibu kiti, utapewa nini?
This my African artist will love you. This my African arms, they will squeeze you. Yeah. My African ears will listen to you. My Kenyan legs will run to you. Yeah. Na kama umekuja ku break down, umekuja ku get down, umekuja ku take chance. Hakuna matata kama umekuja kulipa kupiga densi hapo ulipo kata kiuno anywhere you go, London, USA.
Anywhere you go, London, USA, nowhere be like Africa, nowhere be like home. Anywhere you go, New York, Chicago, nowhere be like Africa, nowhere be like home. Biko eru ya wayo, wayaga, karibu kiti, utapewa nini? Ayayaya, weru ya wayo, wayaga, karibu kiti, utapewa nini?
Dialogue Festival that's happening this week from the 5th of March. Dialogue Festival that's happening this week from the 5th of March. We talked about people, and we've said that people, there is no dialogue. That's why we always say that societies where there is no dialogue, those are not democracies. Okay? Those are either autocracies or theocracies or anything like that. People are actually not being given a chance to come to the table and to speak. So dialogue is a distinguishing feature of democratic societies. In any country, there has to be freedom of speech, and that is something that has to be upheld at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we're going to be talking about festival when we come back. But of course, we are still on that collabo vibe. So this is a collabo between Kenya and Southern Africa. This is Eriko and Aina together with Zimbabwe's very own Mr. Oliver Mtukudzi, who unfortunately and sadly passed away, but his music lives on forever. And as I always say, the only people who live forever are the artists. Think about it.
Power Radio.
Kuja nami tuungane twache kuzozana wajua upendo hauna dui hauna kifanika takapata na savate Shino narudo kubatana kutitibudirire twahitaji upendo ili tusonge mbeleo kutambura kwedu zichida hati narudo ukosefu wa upendo ulete dhiki ya jaya mambo ni twende Paulo Sul